Sherrie and I work in HR as a HR business partner for the UK, looking after our relocations, mobility and fine art business. So I actually volunteer for two places. One's with my local park with gardening friends. I joined them in 2020 when I moved to the area. And the other one I joined last year, and that's a local swim club who's a charity. And I work as their HR trustee. So I give my HR knowledge and expertise to them. With the gardening friends, I joined because I wanted to get to know my community. I'm not a parent, so I wouldn't be able to do that through the local school. So I came across a poster when I was walking in the local park, and I reached out to them. And I'm not a gardening expert, but I do find gardening a good way to unwind and relax, to stop thinking about everything that's going on in my life. It gives me some breathing space. With the swim club, I joined because I wanted to share my HR expertise with a local charity or community group. I came across them on a volunteering advertisement site called Reach, and it just happened that it was in the borough that I used to live in, and I used to swim 5 days a week when I was a child, and so it fit with everything that I'm interested in, and I was able to give back to a community that I used to be part of. Club, I've picked up loads of gardening tips that I wouldn't have had before. As I said, I wasn't an expert gardener. It was trial and error, but I've picked up loads of tips and tricks. With the swim club, it's just opened my eyes as to how much is involved in running a charity successfully, how many roles are involved, from admin and the setting up of the lessons and the swim meets through to the marketing and the fundraising. So it's been quite an eye-opener as to how much is involved in running even the smallest of charities. So I could probably do one for each. With the gardening friends, we created an edible garden a couple of years ago, and we got those children and parents involved from the local school. And one of the ladies was known within the school community for her guerrilla gardening. So where she lived, she used to find small spaces in the communal gardens to plant vegetables that everybody could enjoy. And with the swim club, we've recently been granted funding from Children in Need to support the hire of a paid office administrator. Previously, all the administration has been done for volunteers, usually parents of the children that are part of the swim club, and the swim club have been able to contribute to that salary so that we've employed somebody for 3 days a week. And it was quite interesting to see the number of applications we had and how many people are seriously interested in giving back and working with a charity organisation. Personally, I find it really rewarding to give back to my community. With the gardening, it amazes me every time I'm in the park, if I'm weeding, planting, tidying up, how many people stop and share their gratitude for how much we're improving the space, making it from being an overgrown shrub and weeds to an easily maintained green space that everyone can enjoy. And from a professional point of view, the swim club's given me some great connections outside of the logistics and HR industries. It's expanded my professional network beyond the people that I work with and that are in that HR community. It's definitely given me more confidence in my own experience and expertise, and given me the push that I need to be more active within the HR community as well. So knowing that my knowledge and expertise is validated, and then sharing that with the wider HR network. Say that if you don't think there's any volunteering opportunities for you, then you're probably wrong. Charities and local organisations are screaming out for help, whether it's someone with admin experience or a handyman to repair and make good on on the facilities that they're using, and you will be surprised at how many volunteering opportunities are on your doorstep. I think there's a misconception that you need to give a full day to volunteering, and that's a lot of time that you need to give up. It could be just an hour of a weekend in your evening. Any time that you give to a charity is appreciated, however small. With the gardening, sometimes I can only pop into the park for half an hour, but it's still greatly appreciated. Sometimes some of the tasks that I have take up longer. For example, hiring of the office administrator for the swim club took a lot of sifting of CVs, setting up the interviews. But then other times there hasn't been as much for me to do. So I've managed to fit it in and around. That coaching that you do for your children's football team every Saturday, that's volunteering. The bake sale that you do for your church is volunteering. Being a chaperone on a school trip, that's volunteering. So you might already be doing volunteering, you just don't see it as volunteering because it's part of your everyday life. So just take a step back and see what you do anyway within your community.